Unease so intense, I followed the tugging of my body and crossed to the far side of the street to walk past the Twin Towers for the first time after the 1993 bombing. Marked for doom and towering ridiculously high in the sky above my head, it seems only a matter of time. Today, a beautiful blue sky morning. A flood of people rush out of buildings and crowd all 5 lanes of West Broadway. All eyes are upward. Suspended from the storefront awning near where I stand, a 3-foot skinny green metallic alien is the first in a long line of big clumsy character balloons, each held captive by a single string. The onlookers are consumed by the spectacle in the sky. Smoke billows from the irregular-shaped hole the aircraft ripped in the North Tower. All of a sudden near the top floor, something white appears in a corner window. Someone is signaling for help. In my mind, please, I beg the helicopters to stop hovering near the tower and land on the roof. A fully uniformed NYPD meter maid on foot patrol seems to appear out of nowhere. Though clearly lacking the venom for crowd control, she attempts to clear the street. But her tiny stature and soft voice are no match for full-scale pandemonium. Her frantic commands go ignored, then become drowned out by the whirlwind of fast-approaching sirens from every direction. Wearing a red shirt with no pants, Winnie the Pooh dangles with an infectious smile. Suddenly the mob scrambles like a sea parting as a long stream of fast-approaching fire engines rush toward the burning tower. The quick, stiff breeze as each truck passes flutters the herd of happy-looking balloons, leaving the rainbow unicorn tangled with the inflatable shark. All of a sudden from the area of the hole, a man tumbles out of the building. My hands, everyone's hands, tremble and raise to cover our mouths as we collectively gasp in horror. The chilling sound is amplified by the concrete canyons that surround us. It's a graceful, yet heavy, meandrous drop. In a reclined position, the man's arms, legs, and necktie pull upward as the body sways gently in a long zigzag formation, then vanishes from sight behind nearby buildings. How I wished, like a bird, he would swoop back up again. As the crowd falls silent, the meter maid, staring upward with lips trembling uncontrollably, shouts twice in rapid succession, "Was that a person? Was that a person?" No one speaks. The terror reflects on her face. The balloons are briefly still. For a fraction of a second, I hear a tremendous suction from above as air is displaced. Then in peculiar silence, a massive, violent fireball blasts out from 2 sides of the South Tower, followed immediately by the thunderous sound of the explosion. It jolts my body and terrifies the crowd. It's a spectacular explosion. Burning debris showers downward as a gigantic black smoke mushroom cloud rises from the quickly dissipating ball of fire. The meter maid lets out a piercing, heart-wrenching wail. Then another. Feeling her anguish, my eyes flood with tears. She begins to walk aimlessly, shoes dragging on the sidewalk, her lips jabbering something. The balloons swing frantically as she stumbles between them and leans helplessly against the storefront. The crowd looks on as she weeps uncontrollably. The balloons resume their lazy stance. 2 women slowly approach and attempt to console her. A sign in the window next to her reads, "Welcome to the Balloon Saloon," voted most fun store in New York City. Lying in my bed that night, I closed my eyes. I see the man in the white shirt and black pants living his last moments, over and over in slow motion. The woman stood there for what seemed like minutes, then held down her skirt and stepped off the ledge. The repetitive roar of the crowd, the couple holding hands. Who were they? Compelled to watch out of respect for them. To turn away would be wrong. The days pass. I walk the streets and study the homemade flyers with the faces of the missing taped to the lampposts at every corner. How can their families bear this wound? Hearing a low-flying plane, I watch until it disappears from view. As I sleep each night, I stand terrified and confused in a blanket of smoke on the building's ledge. The steel structure moans as it begins to twist. Forced to make an unthinkable choice, I cling to life in the body as I pray for a miracle. The days and weeks pass. The wind-driven smell is sickening, and I wish the sirens would stop. There won't be any muffled cries for help. Her arms reaching out. Her arms were reaching, but there was no one there. Such a peculiar shape. The body in free fall, tumbling in all manner of positions. But who were they? To be out of the smoke and the heat? To be out in the air? Did it feel like flying? In the night as I sleep, I stand frozen on the ledge of the building at the end of a journey, afraid to live and afraid to die. Jumping indicates a choice, but there is no choice. To leap, to breathe. Time passes. In the mornings I open the drapes, greet the ever-present smoke cloud rising from the pile, and wipe the fresh layer of toxic dust off the windowsill. In the night while I sleep, I stand alone on the building's ledge, the doorway between this life and the next. One final moment to become perfectly poised. Legs straight and together, back arched. I stretch arms out from the sides and bring my hands together overhead. This lifetime was never a stable structure. In a final, elegant gesture, with grace in every line of the body, I breathtakingly spring from the ledge and swan dive into eternity. Down from the sky. No holding on. I see them alive. What a beautiful, beautiful day to die on. To have been here briefly. They are you and me.